Come on, Ulfer. We're going on another adventure.
I want to study that just a little longer.
How long are we going to stay in the town this time?
Drink it in, pal. That's how failure tastes.
I'm going to need you to roll for initiative.
I'll make a note of it.
How much is it worth to you?
I have my spoons. Will that work?
Trying to kill me with my own designs? That was just the first draft. Shall I show you the rest?
I swear, if I get blown up one more time,
I will avenge Kira's death. And then I'm going to rebuild the Alfheim Rangers.
Oh, look, I found a mushroom.
Question is, do I have to wear pants?
Oh, you can certainly try.
If reckless shenanigans got us into this mess, then why couldn't they get us out?
I don't understand what they're doing in this book, but it looks dirty.
Oh? You had my attention, but now you've piqued my curiosity.
Come on, Ulfer. We're going on another adventure.
I want to study that just a little longer.
How long are we going to stay in the town this time?
Drink it in, pal. That's how failure tastes.
I'm gonna need you to roll for initiative.
I'll make a note of it.
How much is it worth to you?
I have my spoons. Will that work?
Trying to kill me with my own designs? That was just the first draft. Shall I show you the rest?
I swear, if I get blown up one more time,
I will avenge Kira's death. And then I'm going to rebuild the Alfheim Rangers.
Oh, look! I found a mushroom.
Question is, do I have to wear pants?
Oh, you can certainly try.
If reckless shenanigans got us into this mess, then why couldn't they get us out?
I don't understand what they're doing in this book, but it looks dirty.
Oh? You had my attention, but now you've piqued my curiosity.
Come on, Ulfer. We're going on another adventure.
I want to study that just a little longer.
How long are we going to stay in the town this time?
Drink it in, pal. That's how failure tastes.
I'm gonna need you to roll for initiative.
I'll make a note of it.
How much is it worth to you?
I have my spoons. Will that work?
Trying to kill me with my own designs? That was just the first draft. Shall I show you the rest?
I swear, if I get blown up one more time,
I will avenge Kira's death, and then I'm going to rebuild the Alfheim Rangers.
Oh, look! I found a mushroom.
Question is, do I have to wear pants?
Oh, you can certainly try.
If reckless shenanigans got us into this mess, then why couldn't they get us out?
I don't understand what they're doing in this book, but it looks dirty.
Oh? You had my attention, but now you've piqued my curiosity.
Come on, Ulfer. We're going on another adventure.
I want to study that just a little longer.
What are you humping?
My arm. I'm just going to town, man.
Okay, then, Del, if you were so ready, how many ever days ago? Go ahead, take it away since we started with that.
I'm glad I timed it that fucking well. That's great.
Hi, guys. We're back.
Hi, folks. It's been a while.
It has been a little bit, hasn't it?
Just mention.
Just a couple hours. I mean,
just
or days.
tiny, whiny little bit. A teensy weensy.
Teensy weensy.
Or as the alternate title said, a little more than 28 days ago.
Yeah.
28 days later. Yeah.
You know what? I got something for you. Are you guys ready?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back.
Titties. So, Snow.
There we go.
Like 6 out of 10. What you need to do is you need to be more excited about it next time you do that, right? Like, you want the crowd to feel you're excited. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay.
The recap.
So
let's get ready to run.
Hi guys. So we made this decision while Ty was out for real life stuff. It's been 34 days since we played D&D. So for every in-game day, there was for every IRL day, there was an in-game day that passed, which gave them some much-needed downtime.
Or made me bored as shit on Friday.
Look, the fact that you don't know what to do on Friday is more of a you problem.
No, I play D&D on Friday.
I was gonna say, I've been doing this for 3 years.
What happens?
Fridays
what
are just
happens when
D&D.
the campaign ends, guys? Now what are you gonna do?
Then we do another one.
You're gonna have to come up with a new game, Del. You have to start a new game.
What she said.
What if I don't want to do Fridays? What if I'm gonna do, I don't know, fucking Tuesdays?
Well, then I'll switch it to fucking Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll switch it to fucking Tuesday.
No, we'll still do Fridays.
D&D and Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
I approve.
There'll be certainly less drinking involved, but
Never.
You know what? One thing we haven't done, like as a joke, since we've been playing for 3 years, any holiday-themed gags where we're all wearing the same shit or we're all eating the same meal.
I mean,
Meal, you wouldn't be able to tell. Wearing the
That's
same
because
shit would be
I'm-
funny though.
Yeah, and Taco Bell gives me the shits.
I mean, I've got next week open if we want.
Me and Rai both have to work next weekend.
Yeah. Well, also real quick, because I've been too busy, I will not be here next weekend. So. God forbid I have my last event before the holidays to go fight in my armor.
exactly. I wish you would forbid it.
Well, I mean, if we're all going to be technical, next Saturday I'm leaving for Florida to get on a boat. So yeah.
Yeah, but it's Saturday. We don't care about Saturdays. We care about Fridays.
Saturdays are inconsequential. D&D is what matters, apparently.
That's right.
Well, I mean, he should just show up and run a game in his armor. I mean,
Exactly. What the fuck? Get in character, Del.
Yeah, get a laptop.
Okay, you know what? You know what? Fine. How about all your characters die tonight? How's that sound? Problem solved.
Go for it.
How many times have you tried that?
All right, so a meteor falls from the sky. I need all of you to roll a DC 47 Dexterity saving throw.
Look,
That's
let's be
fine
honest.
because I'm not in town.
We would find a way to
Jeez.
destroy the
Del?
meteor
Del?
before it hit the Earth.
It doesn't matter. I have the ring of evasion that Blue gave me. I succeed anyway.
Okay,
fine.
cool. I'm gonna roll 200 D8, and I guarantee you half that is you're still gonna die.
I'll survive.
You know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna use runic shields. I need you to reroll.
Reroll what? The 200?
Yes, all of it.
Cool. None of you have I don't know, 450 hit points.
You know what? We're all
I
just
can't.
gonna drink a no bones potion.
Can't evaporate bones if I don't have them.
I can make a bunch.
All right, so 34 IRL days meant 34 in-game days. So they got some downtime. Apparently, people didn't know what to do with their fucking Fridays, but that's a them problem.
I did. Play video games.
They have had plenty of downtime to do stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick recap for everybody that did have downtime that was interesting and or chaotic, which is not Snowy. So I'm kidding.
Snowy's
gonna
wasn't
go-
chaotic. What?
Oh no, Snowy's does not end good. He's gonna find out real quick. Everybody, I'm gonna go quick. Some of them will be quicker than others, and then we'll get back into here's what's happening now. So for those of you that don't remember, the last thing that happened was Rug somehow, unbeknownst to the rest of the group, managed to teleport Tarek's entire village to Ekrend. Which both upset Tarek and made him happy, so he got to literally eat a mayo sandwich without the ham in the middle. So, here we are.
As long as it's not on wheat bread, you're fine.
What's wrong with wheat bread?
As just mayo sandwich, it'd be dry as fuck.
Yeah.
I exclusively eat wheat bread sandwiches.
I mean, I eat wheat bread sandwiches, but
If you
And
just
that
put
sounds
mayo
dry
on
as
wheat
hell.
bread, it's horrifying.
yeah.
I also exclusively do not use condiments to piss off all of the women in my life.
I mean,
Wait a minute.
So
wait a
weird.
minute. Hold up. No, hold up.
Oh,
You don't.
please.
The second I say I don't put condiments on a sandwich, all of them lose their minds at me. All of
Okay,
them.
hold on. Do you put condiments on burgers?
Yeah, I'll do
A
that.
burger is
It's
a
a
sandwich.
sandwich.
Get fucked.
We got you on that one.
technicalities.
Checkmate.
Technically correct is. Toilet technically correct is the best kind of correct. You know that. You've seen Futurama.
He's still questioning his life right now.
He's like, I've made so many women mad at me for no reason.
I mean, probably because he thought it was fun. It was a good idea at the time.
Yeah.
So,
Burgers are for the boys, anyways. They could not be mad at me.
hmm
Wow.
for the homies, make sure I'll kiss the homies goodnight. All right, so, I am gonna start how my screen is set up. So it's gonna be Loot, then Biggs, then Tide, then Blue, Rye, War, Snowy. So in that order. So Tarek spent pretty much all his 34 days being a mad scientist, researching about 4 or 5 different things, testing some stuff out. Nothing that he hadn't started already. And nothing is like, oh my god, it's perfectly finished. There's a lot of prototypes and a lot of new things that he's come up with, which knowing him are just going to be production level for him. So that's where he's at. I will let him get into when the group gets together to talk about what he's done and what he's going to do with that. But he spent most of his time tinkering and doing magic stuff. Lysander decided, you know what? It's time to go ruffle some feathers. Went to the capital of the principality. Managed to get an audience with the queen, with her entire court, and imparted to them the danger of what happened in the Teledros Empire, as well as possibly hint about one of the nobles in the principality that could actually be the person behind this. Got a private audience, gave some more in-depth information. They seemed receptive-ish, but did not tell him what they were going to do with that information.
That surprised me.
And that was kind of where he is not back at town yet. He is on his way back at this point.
He had other stuff that he hasn't heard back about.
Correct. I'm gonna get to that. But this is like coming back to town and everything. Willow has decided, you know what I'm gonna do while the world's ending and shit hit the fan? I'm gonna open an apothecary.
Yeah, that's fair.
So she's
You gotta have
transferring
money
the first level of her house into an apothecary shop, with the back of it being her kitchen and whatnot for food and potions, hopefully not together, but you know what, whatever. And she's living upstairs. Hello.
It's Willow. It's Willow. Her
Hello,
potions
hello.
are definitely sitting on her kitchen counter.
I'm more worried about Willow accidentally bumps a no bones potion and it gets into the sauce for, like, I don't know, teriyaki chicken that she's making.
Why's it gotta be teriyaki chicken?
It's the first thing that came to mind.
Fair enough.
Did she have a party?
Or even worse, the bees potion gets into the marinara sauce for chicken parm.
Del, get out of my fucking head, because I was just thinking bees potion in the spaghetti sauce.
You know what? Purple potatoes are still my favorite.
Oh, yeah, the purple potatoes.
Were fun.
I
You
still
know what's
make
funny? Nobody has tracked down where the rest of those purple potatoes went.
That's because I'm all game.
You're all game. It's food is food.
Who wants to play purple potato roulette?
I was about to say we've had bigger fish to fry, so.
I wouldn't call them fish, but I wouldn't fry them either because it would smell horrible. But you know, hey, whatever floats your boat.
I mean,
it's not the top of my list to do.
Can't be worse than cooking sauerkraut and sausage.
What?
Sausage.
I don't.
I do too.
So, Rug spent some time sending out the few folks that he had gotten in contact with to get some information and put some information out there, as well as went back to where he's from, the Kabul Empire, to warn them because, let's be real, if any of the other group had gone, they'd have been laughed at and thrown out. It's a war. It's literally a who's toughest runs the thing society, and it's all goblinoids and orcs. Humans are squishy.
Squishy.
And dainty. Lynn and War kind of spent most of their time together. They went to Lynn's village, did some shopping, may have given Steve a crystal that now he has a face, can talk, and shoot spells. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
For those of you that don't remember, Steve is the plasmoid that Tide created on accident and then gave him somebody's pants and somebody's shoes after melting holes in Tark's ship. There's the look of that motherfucker. Had to bring up the holes in the ship.
And touch my boat.
Shortly after that, War went off by himself to go investigate some things after he got a letter that not many people know where he went or why he went. And last was Snowy. Snowy, his character, Snorineldi, has started running the guild, and it's low-level adventurers, right? They're doing pretty good. They're not dead yet, so that's a plus. Look, man, low-level adventurers get uppity. They're like, I can take out these group of skeletons. Oh, God, there's 90 of them. They basically were sent to various kingdoms to go warn them of what's happened. Shortly after that, Snowy decided that his two goofballs were going to go home. Snor and LD went home, smuggled their way in, got to the capital city. Snowy, here's the problem.
Into his own home?
I could probably guess what's gonna happen. I'm not going to.
quick flashback, because I don't know that the players remember this. Snore and Nelly have mentioned that they were thrown out of their home.
Uh-huh.
Violently thrown out. Like there is a price on their head, kind of.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
Yeah.
You come back here, you're gonna die.
Hence the flashback. So,
Okay.
you guys get about 90 feet from your goal, right? We're gonna go do this. This is the plan. And one of the, we'll call them servants, right? One of the servants that never had any ill will towards them finds them and tells them they need to leave, because not only does their sister know that they're there, where they're going is a trap.
Ooh.
The next 2 days of them trying to get out is literally every Metal Gear Solid stealth mission game, where if your ass cheeks clap too hard, you're done.
Okay.
Trying to get back across the border.
But they're dummy thick.
And you're holding the guards.
Good plot
It's
points.
been a
Good plot
while
points.
since I've heard of a Snore LD description. Are they dummy thick?
It's Snow. He would make them dummy thick.
Fuck you, Luke.
I think I'm gonna stay out of this actually.
My favorite part is you almost killed Toilet with that thing.
Okay, good plot points. Good plot points. Shut
I'm
up,
here
Tide.
for the plot.
So,
I say every
Snow,
time I
now
watch an
Snore and
anime.
LD have some information. One, their sister is definitely in charge, and two, she's been keeping track of y'all. And enough to set a trap when you hadn't even fully decided if they were going home until halfway through your downtime.
They're gonna
So-
want to go back.
Oh, I imagine. So day 35, right? So 34 is where everything ended. 35, Snore and LD will get back home. Lysander will get back home. Toilet, do you want War to have gotten back home now or another couple days?
I mean, what's realistic?
So it really, because you had a couple days of travel that you could either lengthen or stick to it and you'd be back now. I'm giving you that choice because we never finalized that one piece. So if you want him to be getting back at the same time as the rest of them, that's fine.
I mean, we can, but in all reality, with what you told me, he would probably be thinking more on the amulet thing, like what the clues were and stuff like that, versus, oh shit, gotta hurry up and get home.
Well, so it's less, oh shit, gotta hurry up and get home. It's like you've gotten all you can from there, right? And you also know back home has a big library.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
So, day 35, about midday, while Blue's dog is very incessantly staring at the door crack. There's probably a child with food on the other side. All by about lunchtime, everybody is back in town. Those of you that sent spies out, or not just spies, but talk to people actually talk to folks in other kingdoms, or had your level adventurers rack up some travel points, have kind of gotten the same information when it breaks. Like as you guys start sharing it all, there are 3 or 4 locations. They're not entirely sure if it's 3 and a trap, or actually 4 that appear to be hubs where the undead are gathering and then going out on raiding parties.
Okay.
2 of the 3 are underneath former cities that they removed from the map. So,
Where are these former cities at? Like, where are these locations at on the map? I should bring up the map.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah. I got excitable and was just looking at my character, and I'm like, I don't need anything else.
And a secondary question. We know where the armies are being resurrected, but do we know any information about who is resurrecting them?
No.
Okay.
No. There are obviously reports of like, oh yeah, like there's obviously undead leading undead, but no like. It's not like, haha, we found the general, right? No, nobody is sure.
Fair enough.
All right, so the two ellipses or circles.
Sorry, I'm still waiting for my forge to like load. It's not doing so.
Fun.
There it is.
Are the two circular-ish ones are the cities that have stuff under them. And the two squares are just areas where the undead seem to be gathered in places.
You talking about?
It's all in
Do
the
the thing.
Telos Empire.
I can't ping. So it's
So-
all in Telos Empire.
Yes. Yes. The other thing that you guys have found out is that no other country has been attacked. Or do they have any reports of massive amounts of undead?
Huh.
Well, seems like we have a good nation to invade at least.
Seems like we have a good nation on the red, yeah.
Sorry, I'm chewing on a cough drop.
Cough drop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sucking down a cough drop there.
You're supposed to suck, not chew.
I have been for like 38 minutes.
Damn, that cough drop lasts a
You
long
guys are
time.
gathering all that information. Where are you guys meeting up, by the way, to like reconvene to discuss all this?
Do we know to meet up?
I was gonna say.
I mean, I figured at some point you guys would be like, hey, like, you guys would all meet up.
Communicated.
Yeah, I was guessing every so often you guys would meet up and be like, hey, so here's where I'm at with this. Hey, here's where I'm at with this. Like, you know.
I don't know. As a group, would we typically go up to where the estate building is, like the official town council type place to meet up? Are we more likely to go to the local bar, or are we more likely to meet up in one of our houses?
I say we do have an official government building that we can meet up in.
As I say, if I'm in town, I'm probably gonna be there.
Same.
What's that flickering light over your left shoulder?
Mine?
Bookcase.
Who?
Oh, it's just color changing in the background.
Me?
Yeah.
No, Ty.
Yes. Oh.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, War would probably go home first.
Well, yeah. So, like, get home, everybody sets their stuff up, but, like, when you guys do meet up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry.
You can everybody can share this information.
I assume we have like we have a fancy council word table kind of thing set up somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
That works.
If not, we're gonna get to work on that.
I mean, there is a meeting room, right?
That'll work.
Yeah, it's got a nice big table, lots of chairs.
Okay, we will meet there.
Okay, so you guys all there sharing information. As you guys are all sharing information, right? First 10-15 minutes when you guys get all this information. Rug, one of the assistants walks in and hands you a letter.
Hands me a letter?
Yes.
He just got a letter. He just got a letter.
Well,
He
that's
just
going
got
on.
a
Tark would
letter.
have like opened up a cabinet and pulled out a bunch of stuff, and you see him cranking on a bunch of things, and this fresh smell of coffee being brewed or handing out stuff.
Wonder who it's from.
You take your Blue's Clues ass on somewhere.
What are we looking at?
It's the thing I sent you that you would get a letter for.
Oh, I thought I already had that one.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Got
so
that
now it comes. Okay, I'm just
Yep.
gonna kind of look at it and then slowly hand it over to Loot. Let me find where I wrote that shit down at. This. Here you go, Loot. You care about this slightly more than I would.
Blue as a character's about to start cussing. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh shit.
There you go.
Somebody get the swear jar.
Yeah, Tarek will look upset, visibly upset.
Fuck.
Well, I mean, we did know they were going after Graves. And I'm guessing, you know, the stronger the person is that died would be the ones that they tend to pick on the easiest.
I'm choosing to believe it's indiscriminate. I really am.
Pretty sure we know enough about Scooter to know nothing's really indiscriminate.
I don't need more of a reason to distract myself. Rage is blinding and it stops you from thinking. And I can't.
No, we don't need to talk about rage. We just need to know now that Father Claudius is going to be one hell of a zombie that we have to deal with.
Oh shit.
Actually, when you mentioned that, even Lysander kind of twinges a little bit.
Let's hope that we can find the source before we have to.
Yeah. Something tells me if they're taking over basically that entire country, it's either going to be right in the middle of it or they're heading towards the capital. Would make the most sense for a.
Remember, there is no
fortress.
capital for the Empire. It's
Is
just
there
a
not?
bunch of adventure-run city-states.
Oh, okay. Well then, is there any city there that is bigger than the rest?
There's a bunch that are competing in size, but it's just again, right? You have like where high-level adventurers stay, and where like the beginning of adventurers start, and you have all that stuff, right?
Okay.
So there are bigger cities than others, but there isn't one that's like the big hub. It's just
Yeah, we'll figure out a target eventually.
Speaking of the towns over there, Snore, LD, were you ever able to get in touch with any of the guilds over there, find out more what's happening with them, and also get any more information about the quest that we had gone on? And we've not quite heard anything about our connection with them for some time.
That is a Dell question, because I don't think that they would have focused on. I don't think that they would have really focused on that, but that's honestly it.
so that's something that was like asked the secretary, because you have a secretary that's tied into the Adventurers Guild like network, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you guys were all paid. It was sent in for the dragon and the arcane cannon. You ended up getting each about 3,000 gold.
Neat.
Fuck yeah.
As far as your rank goes, they have you guys down as A.
As A? Oh,
yeah,
it's derp.
Yeah. A rank adventurers.
Hey.
Forget about it.
We're a bunch
What
of
you adventure in here?
Um,
I couldn't help myself. I apologize. That was terrible and cliche.
as that conversation happened, in walks a goblin with a little metal box or a little wooden box, and goes, "I got it!
Finally,
And
my ravioli!"
Hands it to Tarek.
It's like, oh, thanks.
Avocado.
What is it?
Thanks.
He opens it, and it's the silencer.
Oh,
Silencer.
do you have the report too?
Huh?
The paperwork that goes with the study that went along with this?
Oh no, just give me that to run here.
When you go back, have them put it on my desk, please.
Okay. You want me to tell you how the thing works?
That would be
Yes.
useful.
Awesome. So he pulls out a flintlock pistol.
Mhm.
He goes, "It's super cool. It makes stuff really quiet or really loud." And it basically has clamps that fit, like it can either fit over the top of it or you like threads exist, you can do that. So it clamps over the top of it. He goes over the window and points it up and goes, you hear that, and then you see it come out and you hear nothing. There's no sound.
God damn it.
Impressive. Well, I want you to take that design and have them start making more of those.
Wow, I'm not done. He pulls part of it down and rotates it and reloads it. And
Oh,
I
please
need
don't do this.
everybody to make a con saving throw when this thing goes off.
Tarek sees what he's doing and remembers what he had said and does this.
And the
You
last
still need to make a
the-
con saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, the last ender was gonna have this because he knew what was coming too. But
Okay, good.
oh, there goes my eardrums. All right.
25.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh shit! Even with you covering your ears, that didn't do
So
shit.
it looks like. Or what'd you roll?
I rolled a 16.
Cool. So yeah, Tarek and Lysander are going mop, mop. Now here's the thing. That was. You guys know what a matchlock or a flintlock weapon sounds like, right?
Yeah.
Who here doesn't actually know what it sounds like?
I do not.
Okay. It is a. There's a long fuse sound and then like a thump kind of, and like an air explosion. It's not as loud as a regular gunshot, but for some reason, Loot will love this. It sounds like you're standing next to an artillery piece when this thing goes off.
That I
Every
do know what that
bird within
sounds
a
like.
mile is fucking.
I was gonna say you could, if you've seen Pirates of the Caribbean, they use that sound.
I'm just gonna stick my head out the door. If the guards come, no they didn't, and shut it. Okay.
I'm just gonna look at Tark and go, "Can I get one of those for my rifle?"
He's just kind of look at you and, huh?
Can
Can
I get one of those for my rifle?
Sign it to him.
Can I get
He's
one
like
of
pulling
those?
out things
Rifle.
and digging.
It goes away after a couple minutes and you're able to hear, but fuck, it was loud.
I mean, I imagine Tarek already has tinnitus at this point anyway. So.
Yeah, he absolutely does. But
Is
he's
it
like,
like a sonic boom kind of thing?
Yes.
No. Imagine artillery piece going off inside.
Yeah. This is like a modern piece of artillery going off indoors.
in a stone indoors.
Yeah, stone indoor.
I mean, it can't be any worse than war throwing nukes. So.
Can we just for a second check the mortar in here real quick just to make sure there's no bricks coming loose here.
So Tarek kind of looks at it and is like, "Is there any kind of clear way to tell which side is which?"
Oh yeah. So when he pulls the middle sleeve down and rotates it, the front half actually isn't covered. So it's not actually dispersing and slowing down the gas. It somehow is fucking accelerating it though.
All right. So after everybody can hear again, he's like, all right, start making more of these.
Gummy goes, what? Huh?
He pulls out a piece of paper and writes things down. Is like, give this to the engineer.
Give this to who?
To Phil.
It says give this on the front of it. It says to engineer name. And he hands it back.
Engineer name.
He goes, John, got it, and walks away.
And then he
By the
kind
way,
of
you've never heard the name John before, and from any of your goblins. You have no idea who that is.
he wipes out a rag and he starts kind of cleaning it a little bit, and then walks over to Lysander and puts it in the box and hands him the box.
Why, thank you.
Like, order complete.
I need something to put that on at some point, but
By the
Down
way,
the line.
Tarek, I have
Mhm.
something for you I think you're going to like.
Yes. Really.
Yes. I can't give it to you here. It's too big to drive in here.
I do like big things.
Phrasing?
Big surprises are my favorite.
Phrasing?
The look Dell had is the look everyone has.
You can kind of see Tarek get a little excited. He's like, "So do we have more meeting here, or can I go see my present from afar?"
Oh, I do have one that I can show you now. I figured you might be able to put to some kind of good use to a machine. And War is just going to whip out a paper fan.
A paper fan.
Yeah, a paper fan.
Kind of holds it for a second and is.
No, I didn't hand it over. I'm just
gonna
walk
kind
over.
of look at Warren and be like, "Look, if that's gonna blow everything around in here, because knowing you, it's probably going to."
Yeah, War's
Take
going
it
to
out,
walk
Tarek.
over to the window and just poof.
Thank you.
Where'd you come across that?
Her village.
I might be able to figure something out for it.
And then I'm just going to go, "Oh, hey, Willow." And then just toss her a stone.
What is this for?
Toss a stone for your Willow.
You'll figure it out.
She's gonna hold out to her ear and be like, "Hello."
Here, hold on. I'll
I don't think this one's working.
Yes, you tied.
Note to self: next campaign, how do they meet Willow? She's picking up random rocks, trying to figure out which one is the rock phone.
yeah, that tracks.
That's how your character's like, she all there?
No.
Then you know
So.
she's just like this ultra powerful fucking druid and just
Yeah,
walks up
right,
and goes,
like-
tree, and then one character needs to be remade.
So,
There you go, Tide.
you guys spend the rest of your day like sharing information, getting your stuff settled. So, you have information about 4 locations. You guys have had 34 days of downtime. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to try to figure out. Well, first I'm going to take those that are interested and show off the things that I have been working on. Whoever wants a tour.
Sure, why not?
Oh, well, you know I'm coming.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
That's
phrasing.
what she said.
Is it?
So,
No.
I show off. First off, just the railgun that I have on me. I kind of show off that. And Rug would have seen a similar design before, where I'm having a rotation happen electrically on its own, and I'm like, I have plans for this. I'm going to make more things with this thing. And then I take them to a range and I load these cylindrical-looking things that look similar to my spheres of the sun, but a little bit different. I fire one, and it makes an explosion, and then I fire another, and it sets things on fire.
And when he says set things on fire, it's not like, oh cool, it just ignites it. No, it's napalm, guys. It fired napalm at something.
It sticks.
I love the smell. I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Yeah, it's a little sticky.
What do you fire those out of, by the way?
I fired it out of my railgun.
Okay.
It's sticky.
It's sticky and it burns.
How many lewd jokes can we make in a stream?
And then I
up for a month.
And then I take two more and I push a button and I throw it. Or no, I don't do that. I hand it over to War. And I tell him push this button and then throw it. And then I do it again. And he gets to see that there's grenade versions of it. Well, it's essentially that's what it is. And then I take them into what looks like a. It looks similar to what a dry dock ship port would be, but obviously there's no water around. It's just kind of like looks like a. It would be a warehouse, but it also kind of looks like a coliseum. And inside there is what looks like most of a ship still being worked on. And it's impressive in size. It's looks like this belongs in water. There's never been an airship of this size that you've seen.
It's impressive in size, huh? That's the phrase you want to go with? Okay.
It is.
Quite impressive.
And I'm like, if you'll notice here, and I start pointing at different places, you should recognize those. Those are the crystals that we acquired, and I've figured out how to use them. I figured out how to get a lot more power and output and efficiency out of them, and they'll carry this massive bulk. So hopefully this should be completed soon. If you all have requests or ideas, make them now, because we can make some adjustments. But that's what I've been up to, and outside of handling the affairs of my village that has now appeared here.
Yeah, that was fun.
The thing that you were talking about, or what? You said it's too large to go into the room.
Yeah, I just put it outside your house.
It's too large to fit.
And then Tarek is like, well, that's it for the tour. And he starts running off towards his house.
I'm just gonna you can have the wind fan. I'll take that out of my inventory. I'll say that I gave that to you. I'm gonna leave the apparatus in mine just because I don't know what to do with it other than leave it in my inventory.
Can you send me a DM that describes what it is so I can remember to put it in?
Yeah, you can look it up too, or just never mind. Let me try to find a link.
Okay.
It kind of looks like a giant lobster.
Okay.
and it goes underwater.
Oh, the vehicle thing.
Let's see.
It looks like a giant lobster and it goes underwater.
There you go. Check out that link.
Huh. If anybody came with him, you'd see him immediately look around it, find a hatch, hop into it, and you just hear tinkering noises.
Oh, you're gonna tinker it? Okay, cool. Can you roll a tinker's check for me?
It blows up. Well, you just hear immediately, ream, ream, ding, 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 ding.
What is the thing that
17.
God, what are you going to do, Dill?
Oh, that's what.
No, what's Tark gonna do?
That thing.
Yes, that thing.
The apparatus?
So, short tinkering.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a 17, right?
Yep. Let me add +5 to it.
Well, okay. So, who went with you guys?
Well, I'm naturally there.
Yep.
I went.
Yornelli won't be there.
I'm not taking it apart. I'm playing with it.
Just Lynn and
We're
right?
watching him play with it.
So, as you're tinkering and moving around, you bump into 2 levers,
Okay.
causing it to try and attack those 2, each with one of the claws. 24 to hit War.
Well, that naturally hits.
Yeah, 28 for Lynn.
That hits. But we're both beefy, so it doesn't matter.
Man,
So,
I
War
remember
takes-
when that 28 used to hit me.
that would have hit you regardless because it was a nat 20. So War takes 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Lynn is grabbed by the claw and then picked up and shaken violently.
Oh no!
You hear Tark also yelling, "Ah!" And he's trying to like figure out how to stop it.
Well, so here's the thing: you hit it and you don't feel anything from the inside.
You just hear it.
I don't have any displays or anything or seeing anything.
Not currently. Nope.
Tark, shut it off!
You're mucking around and just bump into these, right? Not like you're
Okay.
like, yeah.
There's no way to see outside this thing at all.
There is. When you turn around and look out, you're like, oh shit! Now you can start like now. You get to figure
Okay.
out what levers got bumped.
Okay.
Maybe look for the needle.
I do that.
Look for the off switch.
Roll a perception check.
Could he hear Lynn screaming the whole time?
Yeah, that's probably what got his attention.
I'm not laughing because it was bad, a bad roll. I'm using my bullet dice and it rolled and then it landed like this.
Nice.
Is it 15?
Okay, you managed to find the levers and you put them back to neutral with everything else. Lynn
Tark kinda
gets set
pops
back
his-
down.
Tark pops his head out. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Lynn, your stomach is not happy at all.
Please start.
There's
Uh-oh.
there's an alchemist right over there. I'm sorry. You wouldn't have happened to have gotten a manual with this, would you?
Did I, Dill?
Nope.
No.
Well, if you want to stand further back, I'm gonna walk a little bit further away from anything, and I'm gonna keep pushing buttons.
It's all right. Let me know what you find out. I gotta go to my house.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna follow him and find the bathroom probably. Vomit in something.
Del, I want to know what my flame mander's been doing.
All right. So you walk back inside, and the Flame Mander is currently yelling at dwarves, who appear to be slacking off. He appears to have taken over and is now running things in your stead.
Well, I told him to.
Oh, but like he does it very, very well.
He does it very well?
Yeah, right. For a alligator, right? He seems to be running this pretty well.
Well, then why are people slacking off? All right, I guess I'll ask him. Why are people slacking off?
In his opinion, because they're lazy and they don't want to work.
Are you paying them?
Yep.
Why?
Why is he paying them?
If they don't want to work, don't pay them.
The dwarves speak up. Apparently, they haven't had a day off in 30 days or so. So they're protesting.
So he made them work the entire time. Oh, God.
You are not specific enough.
Okay, so what exactly has went on? This is Ward talking to the Flame Mander. Does he have a name? What did we name him?
You name him, he's yours, isn't he?
Yeah, you didn't give him a name. You just kept calling him the Flame Mander.
No, I'm pretty sure I gave him a name, but
His name is Steve.
No, it's
No,
not.
no, that's the Blob.
Everything name is Steve.
Yes.
Well, this isn't Willow naming them, so not everything can be Steve.
So basically, after you left to go on your vacation, or honeymoon as he puts it, he decided the best thing to do was to get profits up, and that means nobody fucking stops working.
Oh.
You have to give people breaks.
He goes, they do. They have 10 hours to sleep.
No. Good idea, but no. That's not how we get things done.
He goes, I've been getting stuff done handsomely.
Okay, and are people working right now?
There are only 3 dwarves that are slacking current.
Okay, well, for the next 2 days, you're at least giving everybody the day off.
He kind of looks at you and goes, why? We have
Because two days a week. 2 days a week. If they want to volunteer for overtime, fine.
All right.
Because this is an OSHA violation, Playmander.
No, it's actually a Department of Labor violation. Not OSHA.
Where's Jeremy?
Jeremy is outside carrying boxes. He even got put to work.
What? He's supposed to be looking over the house.
Those poor kids.
Jeremy's not the kid. Jeremy was the
No, I'm
boy
talking about
from-
all the kids that you do have that have been working for 34 days straight.
No, the kids are at Lute's house.
But only Lute only had half the kids. I had
more than mine.
No.
I still
Did he work the kids the whole 30 days too?
He did
I
now.
haven't left mine in 30 days.
No.
Great. Now
I mean, they yearn for their minds, but now they're
child
gonna hate
labor
them.
laws. No breaks, you little fuckers. Get back to work.
There weren't child labor laws 30 days ago. There are now.
The kids are
about
gonna
to-
come running, crying to you in tears.
I would say we have some legislating
And
to
you're
do.
gonna
I
be
think.
able to see them because their faces are covered in soot. So there's just little fat.
I can just hear it now. We want to go stay at Tarek's house.
I'd rather have a crab hand.
And right as they hear that, they hear a big explosion sound.
So, and then Willow, now that Steve is far more sentient,
Mm-hmm.
As you're messing with stuff, you come back to the meeting, and he goes, so, I found a new potion.
I can't do that. My voice don't work like that, man.
Get good, scrub.
Yeah, figure it out.
What potion?
It turns people into a swarm of crabs.
What?
A swarm,
A swarm
or a
of
form?
crabs?
Yes, a swarm of crabs.
Is it painful?
I don't know, I haven't asked.
Are these still
Have you
crabs?
And they
tested
turn
it?
back.
Maybe. Are you mad if I have?
Then how do you know it made crabs?
Will you be mad if I have tested it?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. I grabbed one of those dwarfs who wasn't working, and I gave him the potion. He's back right now.
What the fuck?
Well,
He ran over here and was like, I haven't had it all, but I went, cool, test this. And now he's a bunch of crabs.
has he turned back normal yet?
Let's go find out.
Okay.
He walks out the door, and there's a dwarf just vomiting into the grass.
Oh, so he's back.
Oh, violently vomiting.
She's gonna walk over to him and kneel in front of him and be like, "Tell me your pain level from 1 to 10."
She's got a little notebook.
Roll a dex save because he's about to throw up on you when he goes to talk.
I didn't go that close.
It's
you said you're gonna get in front of him.
Okay.
Here he goes to look up.
There's
and
the dex save. She's a.
You managed to dodge.
Potato. It'll fill your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this potato purple?
He then promptly passes out.
Stop giving my dwarves crabs.
Steve, bring him inside, let him rest, and then we'll question him when he wakes up.
Okay. He grabs him by the ankle and just drags him across the grass inside.
Wait, now you're kidnapping one of my dwarves?
You're not there to talk to me.
Yeah, War doesn't
Steve,
know
put
that.
it in the maybe pile, and we'll revisit this once we question him.
Okay.
Yeah, War doesn't know that Willow's holding one of the dwarves hostage.
He doesn't know that.
There's a fuzz, and then it sounds like something closes, and then he doesn't have the dwarf in his arms anymore.
What?
Nope, buddy, nope.
In the house?
Yeah.
Steve, where did he go?
In the trunk?
In the
Sleeping off?
No, in a bed. Put him in one of the beds.
Ow.
Pick him up and you put him in the bed.
He picks up the trunk and puts the trunk on the bed.
Aw, like mother, like son.
Willow's gonna take him out of the trunk and put him on the bed.
Alright, and then you guys will all rest for the night after all of that nonsense. We'll go to break right now.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go make some popcorn.
Of course you do.
Toilet asked if Willow was strong enough to do that.
She should be.
So just open it and then tip it, and he'll just roll out onto the bed. It's not hard.
As long as he don't fall off the other side.
And then he'll wake up on the floor.
An attempt was made.
An attempt was made. Alright guys, we'll be right back.
Okay, be right back.
And we're back.
And we're back. Welcome
Punch him in the
back. Really? Rude.
Oh my god, this is a D&D game.
Wow. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you know there hasn't been a single dungeon or a single dragon. So.
There have been
In
plenty
this
of dragons.
episode.
Yeah,
Not
And
tonight.
quite a few dungeons.
Not
Do
tonight
you
there
guys-
haven't.
Do you guys want a dragon?
Yeah,
That's
fuck,
fine.
let's go.
Yeah,
there.
okay.
Oh, actually, hold on. I got you. Where's Burl at?
How much did he grow?
Okay, that works.
He
I mean, I
is-
left him here because I'm still waiting on that telepathic link thing that we're supposed to be having. That I can.
He
push.
is somewhere in the woods behind your land, probably hunting this morning. There's some poor bison or deer or something that's not going to survive much longer.
Can I
You know-
go see if that's done?
You can, yeah. Last thing that
Was
the
it-
animals can hear is going to be like,
You just really wanted to play that, didn't you?
yeah, along with.
That's the telekinetic link that you have. That's what you hear.
I was gonna say, outside I hear the first one, inside I hear.
Tied.
Only one that reacted. Damn.
No, I did too. Summon the millennials.
Tide just shot straight, like, huh? Huh? Violently. What's wrong, Tide?
Nothing.
Did you hear your people calling?
She's in high school
No.
and it's fun.
Shut up.
When I was.
Poor.
Alright, so. Next morning. Rugger's gonna go check on the telepath thing.
Yep.
What are the rest of you doing?
The
Have I
telepath
figured
thing.
out? Is this the next day you said?
So,
Yes.
Yeah.
since technically dragons know Draconic, but they have to be taught via whoever hatched them,
Right.
or, you know, did that. I don't know Draconic, so I can't teach him Draconic.
Well,
And-
can you teach him common then?
I do.
No. Apparently dragons can only know Draconic.
That's not true.
So,
Young
You can-
young
I went-
dragons.
Yep.
Young dragons learn Draconic first. As they get older, they can learn Common. As they grow up and start figuring things out.
So
Atlas
to
knows
make my way
Draconic.
past this, I went and had the Wizard Academy thingy make basically like a wreath to put on his head that sends a telepathic link to me so I can communicate with him without needing to know any language.
You have a ranger beastmaster that knows Draconic.
I have a magical circlet where I don't have to speak.
Oh,
So, Rug's gonna go do that. What are the rest of you doing this morning?
Actually, I've been thinking about it. Stuart and Ellie are going to send off a guild member to go and obtain the party, as they are in the guild, as they're in the main hall of the guild, looking over a big map that the big map over a table.
Okay, y'all go.
sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna be doing my own thing, but I'll wait.
Okay. What are you doing?
Upon figuring out the controls from yesterday, I also compared notes that I had with that other device that I had worked on that was similar, and did some comparison and drew up some notes of how to combine the tech. And you said I had completed the brace, or I still need to finish that.
The brace is complete.
Okay. I'm going to start taking some of the notes that I made with the crystals. As far as like power output and efficiency, and I'm going to start applying that to my own railgun and see if I can tweak it.
Okay.
And I'm just going to spend the day at the range.
Okay.
Try to make it stronger.
So real quick, let me ask this so I can kind of figure out what to do. How long before you guys plan on going to go deal with these hubs?
That's actually what Snor and LD are about to do.
I'll say. I feel like we need more than us to deal with these hubs, though. So I'm trying to think about how. 'Cause I mean, we have a pretty good sized town guard here, but we don't have a military, right?
Correct. You could send this information to the other adventurers guilds that are out there.
Yeah, but apparently they're not strong enough if a whole country of adventurers, guilds, and Ren towns are failing.
How?
A majority of them did not fail. Remember that.
How far out is the completion of the new airship?
Months.
Months? Okay.
Months.
That was going to be what Tark's waiting on, but not anymore.
Is that the same for the ones that me and Tarek was talking about making for the city?
Those would be a lot smaller.
Well, no.
No.
I literally basically told him I want them larger than a normal thing because they're not going to be meant for
Right.
weapons.
They're smaller
Okay.
than what he's talking about. What he's talking about is more like a freaking like a destroyer. You're talking like a cruise ship kind of thing.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that's what Snor and LD are planning, and that's why they sent guild members out to go collect the party.
So once I
Alright,
get
what do you
done
got?
with the wizard place, then yeah, I'd be heading that way.
For our world, the equivalent is what I posted. How I feel. The equivalent is.
So, all right. So the only person it sounds like that's not going somewhere right now is Tarek. Right. The rest of you are gonna go see LDs and Snor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take, so I might leave, because we're still all in the middle of getting the apothecary situated. So, like, do I have people that I had brought in to help with that? Because I
Yes,
think,
so-
like,
so
the building
you-
is
you-
pretty much
you-
together.
So the outer walls of the building are fine. You had to bring people in that would transform it from like, this is like a foyer to like this is gonna be like display shelves and
Mhm.
rearrange the walls some. So you have workers that are there working on stuff
Okay. And,
because they have to put up new load-bearing walls, remove the old ones, all that kind of stuff, right?
well, that's what they would have been doing within the month.
Yeah, it's still because what has to happen is you had to clean everything up,
Mhm.
right? They had to do the demo, build what they had to, and then now they're moving in the new load-bearing walls, and then they have to move into your apothecary, like your shelves, your counter.
Yeah, I will, if I
Display
can,
cases.
I'll draw you up, like, a little map of what I wanted to lay out, like,
Yeah.
later. But, then I'll leave Steve behind then with them to kind of mediate and watch the dwarf. And I tell him that he needs to take notes on how he feels after he wakes up. And then,
putting
yes.
Steve in charge?
I mean, you put a salamander in charge. So.
True.
Yeah. What a talk.
So before we leave, Della, do I have a chance to do anything?
So this is not, are you leaving? This is, I was asking, right? How soon were you guys planning on going to go? Right? Because Tark was like, well, I'm going to spend the day doing this. Okay, cool. I need to be, like, I'm asking this because the idea was the 34 days downtime were to get as much of this done as possible so we can continue, right? Because we had 34 days, 4 weeks of not playing, right?
Okay.
So this was me asking, hey, how much more time are you guys going to spend in town? Because remember, the longer you spend here, the more happens over there.
The idea being, as far as I'm concerned, not much longer, if at all.
Yeah, you have already lost 34 days of whatever happened post, incursion is going on. You have the information you have.
So what Tarek will be doing also is telling his goblins to prep the ship that we have been using, the Song of the Forest, with supplies. He's going to ask them if they can quickly mount a couple of the guns that are already planned for the new ship, and stock up for themselves, like move some of the armory stuff that they had for themselves onto that ship, just to make it so that they can help if necessary, while I'm doing my experiment. And I'm essentially waiting on the party to say, all right, let's go. Because that's kind of Tarek's thing, is prepping the ship, and he's ready to head out whenever.
Okay. All right, so the rest of you...
And he would have made that clear.
Okay. The rest of you end up at the guild with Snore. Go ahead, Snowy.
So, as you all kind of congregate together, you can see Snore and Aldi at a sizable table. It's, we'll say 5, like a 5x5 maybe. They're looking over a map. You see a woman that you have seen before, but you didn't really talk to. It was Tessa. That was with Snore. It was a Snore at Tarek's mansion, at Tarek's village. You also see one that only Rug has seen. It is an Asimir in full plate armor, and she looks to be about 5'11", like maybe 6'2" You can't get an exact measurement, but that's as much as you guess. And she has a giant sword strapped to her back, and she's kind of standing next to Snore and Ellie as they look over this map and kind of discuss things to go on. And as you guys walk up, you kind of see two boys look over, and they've marked all the locations on the Teldris Empire, but they've also marked another island. Which to some it might be familiar, some it might not be. It is the island that had the ghost monsters. It was the one that Snore was sent to after he stole that belt, and the one
that gave Tide nightmares with the weird face thing.
Yeah, War went back to it once, so yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
So, Ellie will start to speak up, and he will say, Snore is absolutely positive that he saw someone else controlling the armies that attacked Tarek's village, and and according to his words, the one that Tarek blew up with a sun grenade. So, we need to go under the assumption that there are followers that are working with Scooter that are helping him to control these armies. So I suggest that we go and investigate these camps to see if we investigate these undead camps that are lined around the map to see if we can't find any of these followers, and see if we can't get any information. We can bring them back alive and get information out of them.
Sounds like a plan to me.
The only hard part's going to be bringing them in alive.
Can we just question them there?
We'll have to find out as we go forward, I guess.
Do we know if the one that was commanding that army before he got X-rayed was undead or actually alive?
None of you stayed to check.
Okay.
And I would say that Senor would not be able to tell because he basically saw him and then he turned into a human flashlight and
You were about to say there was no way to actually tell because by the time that people could see him, somebody turned him into a walking X-ray machine.
Fair enough.
There wasn't anything to examine.
but Senor is this is how this is kind of like Ellie and me speaking out loud, but Senor is quite positive that that was an outside source that was controlling those undead. Does anybody else have anything to add?
Not really.
Really just the only question I have is where do we start? Do we start at the island? Or do we go to where they're going? Because they have to be going there for a reason. It's not like... Because if it was just to attack people, it would have been more than just one country.
I only think we should start at the island because we know there's some weird shit there. We've experienced it firsthand.
This is where Senor will speak up and kind of like say, we know that Scooter has influence on that island. We know that there was something very evil and very dark hidden very deep within that island. What it is, we don't know yet.
I don't see any better plans on the table.
That's kind of the only thing we got, other than just going to the hives themselves. How long would it take us to get there, Dale?
That depends on how you travel.
What's our option?
So, do you remember where that island is on the map?
I don't, but your name. Oh, actually, Stuart and LD don't know where that map is because they weren't there when
over here.
They weren't there when it got marked. They were actually on the island. So my only assumption would be if somebody were actually able to point out that island to them at any point in the timeline. That's where I was assuming it was.
Yep.
Oh, it's down here.
I don't know why my pinger's not working.
The ping add-on no longer works with the new update. I'm waiting for the developer to update that.
Yeah, every so often, then when they update it, it goes away.
Yeah, because all that stuff is like modules that go with this add-on. So, yeah, so that's an island because that island is technically unclaimed by any kingdom.
I don't know why.
Well, so it was a. I mean, this is easy to find out. It was originally a burial site for a civilization that no longer is around. So it's just a burial island. And nobody wanted to be like, aha, this is mine. They were like, it's just an island that's mostly full of graves and some fruit that we could just pop by and grab if we wanted. Right?
Alright.
So.
Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy.
before we leave, there is something I want to do. I want to go by the library and the Mages Towers and get as many books as I can on what we discussed.
So you cannot check books out of the tower. You can, however, get.
That's fine. I'll buy them.
You can't buy them either. Somebody can transcribe you certain sections and give it.
Fine. I'm just going to tell them all the information on everything that I want to know and everything that I do know.
So as it seems that we've decided to go to the island, Sneer would turn to his ambassador, Gabriella, and tell her to hold the gale down for now and to possibly prep to go to prep a few of the more experienced guild members to go to the Teldris Empire when they return.
Okay. All right. So, with that in mind, right? As far as airship travel,
be faster to go the other way. To go east, wouldn't it?
no. So remember, this is not the map of the entire globe.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Pretty sure you said that a while back, but
Quite
it's
a
been
few
a
times.
good while.
It's gonna take you about 2.5 weeks to get there. With the airship.
Okay, so do we...
Chinese foods.
Is there even another option, considering teleportation requires having been there before? I mean, some of us do, but I don't think Lysander's been there.
The problem with teleportation is we can technically teleport there, but then we'll have to at least spend the day there. And we were kind of ran off very quickly last time.
Yep. The other issue I see is we would not have backup. Or supplies. It does suck for the time, and I am also curious and concerned as to why the Teledus Empire is being hit. Of all places.
I'm trying to figure out what's on this island that's not that we could. I mean, I'm trying to understand why we're not going to where we know the problem already is.
Well, so again, this was Snorneldi discussing stuff, right? So the island that is circled on the left side of the map is a place that pre-Lysander you guys had encountered enough that was tied to Scooter. He thinks it may have a tie there. If you don't want to go there, you don't have to. This is simply him going, here is the information we have, and reminding you guys that that island exists, so that could also be a place.
So, here's where we're kind of leaning. We can either address the undead issue that we have going on in Teledus Empire, or we can attempt to go to this island in the hopes that we either get a clue or maybe find the phylactery.
You know what? I could fix both of these problems. Snora's going to turn over to Gabriella as he kind of sees that some of the members are kind of saying, maybe we should go here, maybe we should go here. He's going to tell Gabriella. Actually, the Gabriella and Tessa will be right here. Tessa, I need you to run the guild while Gabriella and I are going to be away. Gabriella, I need you and as many of the guild members you think can handle this to go to the Teldris Empire and try to rally with some of these adventurers' countries and see if you can't possibly deal with these undead campsites.
So he's going to send some of his folks to deal with some of the hubs, right?
And I would specifically say, if you see any sort of human cultists or followers or something that you think can give us information, try to take them alive as prisoners, basically.
Since we know everyone that is from there is adventurers guilds, if any of us that sent people over there, do we know of any kind of plans that they have to try to take back the cities that were lost?
There's no unified plan currently. The last 34 days have been a lot of rebuild, repair, and
clean up, basically.
You know, figure out what happened. Some of the higher level adventurers have talked about going to go hit the problem at its source, but not enough to be like, yes, there is a group of 100 going to go deal with this problem.
Okay. That's upsetting, but okay. I get it. Well, those are really our two options. One of them is
Yep.
kind of a shot in the dark, but could give us more answers. But the other one could basically help defend that empire. So it's whichever one we think would be more pressing.
One of those dice rolls, do we try to maybe win the war and it could also be nothing? Or do we go to where the fight is? I mean, I know where a gut would maybe say to go. That's the skills we have right now. Also, I would like to mention that before we leave, just as a side footnote, we should instruct those that are builders and some of the villagers to stuff to start reinforcing walls and collecting food for storage just in case, so that the walls can be closed and people can survive as long as they can.
That's one of the things I told Dell, is to make sure that graveyards are always being watched over and try to have clerics sanctify ground.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing that's already happening.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that'd be something passed on to the villagers that would.
Well, that's also
be
something that
combined
That's also something that Lysander was passing on to
is, hey, do they have a place
everybody
to
else.
go help with this effort, kind of thing.
So,
but honestly, I do really agree with Biggs on probably the more pressing matter is messing with these hubs before they get more. And possibly just sending people to the island to scout out and see if we see anything that's could be of importance, or see anything where they are summoning people. Because if that's the case, then we can always, go from Telidus to there.
The next question
But
would be, do any of these people that we send know teleport? Because if we
a
can
lot
send
of the
somebody,
scouts that I sent out, I have my scouts teaming up with people from the Mage Guild that know teleport for that reason.
so yeah, so long as they can teleport there,
I covered all my bases.
from there, yeah, and we can quickly get there if possible. Particularly if any mages happen to be from the Teledus Empire or have traveled there, that'd be great.
Well, for the Teledus Empire, Del, we have basically like teleportation room that we can go to major towns. Is there anything connected to the Teledus Empire? And
So what you guys have is a permanent teleportation circle. It can send you anywhere there is a teleportation circle.
that's what I'm saying. Do we have one over there?
Yes, there is a couple in the Teledus Empire.
I was gonna say because at least teleporting there, we will just be able to instantly go. That's how I got to y'all when y'all was in the Dragon Empire.
Okay, so the next question would be, I guess the airship could be used to transport those other troops and not come with us then?
Yeah.
Sucks, but it is what it is, I guess. Because that's the resources we have. I don't think we have any other airships, do we? The impression I'm getting is that airships are actually pretty rare.
It's not that they're rare; they are
Just not everybody has them.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Okay.
Right? They're
Not everybody's as
they're
rich as
like
the other.
Lamborghinis. They're not rare. They're just not easy to get a hold of. So.
Yeah. No, dog, you ain't getting nothing.
So, what is the consensus from the group on where you guys are going?
I agree with Blue's or Rug's train of thought. I think that is the fastest and easiest way for us to cover
both tracks.
Yeah, both of our bases. Because if there is something going on, especially if he very vehemently says, "Hey, the one who does teleport, you pretty much maybe just put landfall on the shore, but like just for the teleportation spell sake, but you do not participate in any of these raids."
I was gonna be honest. If I'm sending them to the island, it's gonna be more than 2 people. It's probably gonna be like 12 or 13 spies
Yeah,
or
that's
information gatherers and like 6 or 7 wizards.
That's the assumption, but like at least one person is not going to be participating in any like.
They're
There's
the
going to
get out
be
of jail free card.
Yeah, they're the spy glasses. They're the hey, you are our ticket if something's going on here to get us there.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, we send ourselves the muscle to see if we can coordinate and take back these cities. My also above table concern is last I checked, I'm in and out. I know they're doing something, but there's the other groups still in the Teledus Empire, aren't they?
They are.
My concern is kind of there. Above table, of course.
I was gonna say, who are we talking about?
Right, the right.
Sunday group.
I got.
Yeah.
Yep. I've missed, unfortunately, the last couple.
How could you?
So,
a lot of shit.
That sounds like 3 folks for going to the Empire, 1 for the island. There's 3 more people who need to say something about this.
I mean,
Any day
before
now.
anybody else says anything, the other flip side of that is Lysander has been to the Teledus Empire at this point. He knows teleport, as far as I know.
Mm-hmm. He does.
So if we go to the island, we would lose access to the airship once we get there, but we can quickly teleport to the Teledus Empire if we find nothing.
I don't know about that one.
Toilet, Rye, Tide.
So where do we want to put more investigation power behind which direction. So there's
I'm
that as well.
I'm absolutely done with making big choices. Somebody else gets to make one for once.
So, dang it. Okay, I'm not gonna sneeze. So we've got 3 that are in favor of going to the Telos Empire. God damn it. 1 that wants to go to the island, and then Tide, Rye, and Toilet. What do your characters want to do? Where do they want to go? What is their vote?
I mean, it doesn't matter, but I would probably say island because just war has unfinished business there anyway. Well, that's probably what he would say.
Okay.
Who else was going to the island and the reason?
So right now we have Snow and Toilet are in favor of the island. Biggs, Loot, and Blue are in favor of going to the Empire.
I would think island only because, I mean, whatever is coming from the island, they could be sending them from the island out.
Okay. All right. So Tide, you have to be the tiebreaker now.
Really?
All on you, Tide.
You're the one that sat there, didn't say anything.
I'm sorry, I was busy yelling at my sister.
Decided to be the last one to say anything. So here you are. You get to be the tiebreaker.
So here,
But
let me
what's more important,
let me break this
though?
down, Tide.
So
let me break this down, Tide.
That's
either.
That's
You
why
want
we're
me to
having
give
this
you a-
discussion.
You
Let
want
me
to give
explain
you
it.
a quick recap. Well, no, go ahead.
So-
Snow.
Okay, one person at a time.
Let me do it, so it's not both either side telling her. So you guys went to go meet Snor and Eldy, right? So you have a map as the 4 places where you guys have the hubs, and then the island where we had the horror episode, and you were mad at me for like 2 weeks because of the whole face thing.
Empire.
Hang on. Snor and Eldy know that. Remember that had enough ties to Scooter that they're like, that might be where he's either hiding or where he's based out of. You guys never fully investigated it. That's what he's going off of. That's why he added it to the list. The folks that want to go to the Empire are aiming is, we know that there's problems there. We have the location of those 4 hubs. We could go mess with them or get rid of them so they don't get more hubs, right? That's kind of the TLDR of this whole thing. So you have get rid of the hubs, or there's an island that was never investigated that could hold like the main base. Go ahead, Luke.
What is the travel time distance between the 2?
The airship to the island, I stand corrected, is 8 days after I looked it up. And then go ahead and say what you were gonna say, Snow.
I was going to be a little bit more specific that when it was both Rug and Snore that used their, what was it?
Divine Sense.
Yeah, they noticed that there was like something very, very bad hidden underneath the island.
Is 8 days to the island. If you guys have the ship flies and does not stop, right? You have a day and night crew. 8 days to the island at full speed. To the closest 2 hubs, you're looking at 4.5 days. To the furthest 2, you're looking at 5 to 6 days, depending upon the exact route you take.
They're in opposite directions.
They are in opposite directions.
So, to give some context here, if there's nothing at the island, Lysander can still teleport us to the Teledis Empire, and I am now kind of leaning towards maybe we should go to the island.
That's what I was thinking too.
Quick question, Dill. On our ship, can we put one of those permanent teleport circles?
It's Loot and I discussed it. It's not something that can be done quickly.
So
it was like one of those. It takes like a year or something. I think was what we landed on.
You have to cast a 5th level spell every day in the same spot for a year.
So I mean, the answer
Loot
is
and I
yes.
talked about. Loot and I
Yes,
talked about
you
this.
you can put it on a ship. There are other problems to go with that, right? Like teleporting onto a moving object when you're not moving. But hey, we're not going to get into that rant right now.
Something
Right?
else.
Something
Something else. Loot and I talked about.
something that if we're gonna do that, maybe we put that onto the new ship. But
Yeah, so to do a permanent circle, you have to cast teleportation circle in the same location for a year straight.
Oh, and that had something like that. Like, was it like 100 or I think it's 1,000 GP material component.
Mhm.
It has a very expensive material component. That was the other
Rare
problem.
chalks and inks infused with precious gems worth 50 GP, which the spell consumes. Which means you have to have 365 days worth of that material.
So 18 grand, plus 18 grand and change plus, doing it every day for a year. Oh, and I should point out, Lassenger doesn't know that particular spell. It's a different spell.
Nobody in the group knows that spell. You have to have somebody else do it.
it's a bigger undertaking.
Yeah.
It can be done.
It ain't just a matter of draw. It ain't just a matter of calling Montgomery Scott over and installing a transporter.
So
I'd say the island first.
It sounds like the island has won. 4, possibly 5 if Loot has changed his mind.
I'm willing to listen to any last minute rebuttals against it, but
I'm good with that.
Okay. Blue. So here's what I think we should. Here's what I think we should do instead. Send those scouts and parties by normal boat to the Telidus Empire to offer support.
You guys have a teleportation circle.
Okay.
Yeah, well, like cool. You send them in a boat, right? But like offhand, without pulling up the map chart, I can think of 22 teleportation circles in the Empire, some of which are close enough. You just beam them up, Scotty, and they're good to go.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah. But plus, to get a boat, they have to walk to the nearest port and then sail, right? You guys have to have a teleportation circle. You get super lucky with this town. Cut your travel time down by a lot when you're going circle to circle. Right? It's everybody's dream. Like, hey, I want to take a road trip, but I want to be there now. It's boom, you're there. You get to be at Disney tomorrow.
Before we go, Lysander would be getting all the sigil sequences he needs to know in case he needs to go over there.
Okay.
If that's not a matter of just, hey, I just pop over. I need to know the coordinates.
So you're gonna use teleport, right? Is the thing?
Yeah, we'd be using teleport.
Yeah. Well, so it's as long as you know where and what the circle is, like you I'm looking at the chart now, you can't miss.
I know.
You know, unlike when you went to Tarek's hometown and somebody got stuck in a wall.
I was panicked.
2 people.
So
you guys survived.
And that was a god doing it too. Or an avatar of a god.
No, that was a god. Did that. Okay.
That was a straight up god? Okay.
Yeah. Helm currently, I believe in like actual lore does not have any, is one of the few that does not have an avatar.
Yet.
Yeah,
a
couple that don't have avatars, which is super cool to think about. But that's a whole other rant. I didn't soak up a bunch of D&D lore while I was stuck in North Carolina with nothing to do. Or Tau lore. I didn't do that at all.
How many codexes did you read?
I bought the Tau Codex and read through it. As far as D&D, I went and pulled up PDFs of old first edition books and called some buddies and was like, hey, here's some photos of these pages with like the religious stuff to dig through old school Gary Gygax to now stuff for some lore, which was cool.
Nerd. Anyway.
Old drow breast milk cinnamon flavor.
Huh?
You've not seen the Gary fucking comments?
Just
No.
don't ask. No, it's just. All right.
He
So
get-
you guys will have 8 days. Because I'm assuming you guys are traveling tomorrow, right? You get your shit together today.
4.5.
tomorrow.
You said 4.5 to the island.
No.
Oh, he
No,
said 8 days. It's 4.5
8
to the
days to the
Teldrick
island,
Empire.
4.5 to the Empire.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
So, you guys will have 8 days. Now,
Okay.
I need 2 things here. Aside from what are you guys doing for 8 fucking days, right? Because you have time. You have 8 more days of downtime, basically.
Will it be prepping health potions and shit like that?
I need you guys to write down any extra stuff like health potions or stuff that you are modifying or changing and bringing to this. Because this island is off by itself. It's not like the Empire where you can walk a day and go to an event like a town and buy some shit.
Well, she's gonna stock up on supplies because I have my working desk
Yep,
and all my stuff
yep.
on the ship, so it's gonna be for supplies to do that.
And you decide how many health potions she's willing to make.
Okay. Where do you want us to write this? In DM?
Just send it to me in a DM.
Just food in my shit and the dragon.
Okay. I was about to say you bring the dragon. Cool, that's fine.
Bring Ulfer.
Okay. I imagine the pair is coming.
Yes.
Let's see. Loot, if you're gonna attach and set up that rotary motor to your railgun, I need to know. The only thing that happens as you guys are getting ready to leave is Biggs gets Lysander gets a letter. Sorry.
Oh, really?
Yes. It is delivered by an individual that is mild, like there's mild deja vu, like I've fucking seen you before, but you don't know where from. It is a letter from the Songbirds.
Oh, finally.
Yep. It is addressed from your mother. I'm gonna TLDR it because I don't feel like typing out the super flowery, bardic word vomit that would come with this. But the gist of this is going to be, she apologizes for having left. However, they have been recruited and hired to help eradicate the undead incursion.
Nice.
Shortly followed by finding out, this is what we've been hired to do. The next paragraph is, I heard you knew about this and you didn't tell me. What the hell? Followed by the third paragraph, bringing up the fact that she heard that you brought or offered for your father to come back to Ekrend. And then the normal mom shit of now she doesn't feel like the favorite parent.
Well, I tried to call.
So.
I tried to call many times. You never picked up. That's your problem.
So.
I just would say that out loud as would say that out loud as he was reading.
I'm gonna go pee real quick. I want you guys to discuss any equipment you think the party needs to bring to this. While I go run the bathroom, it's right there. Figure it out. And I'll be right back.
All right. So what do you guys want me to bring, make, or bring crap to make?
Well, before we get into that big long list, I need to point out, I love a silencer would be great. If I love to have something to attach it to.
I have a pistol +2.
That'll work.
It will come with a favor.
Oh.
I don't have the favor right now. It will come with a favor.
It'll eventually.
As in you.
Well, I mean, and then I'm also gonna need training how to use the damn thing, but we kind of already discussed that.
So my plan is, while I'm in the process of going over there, is I'm going to be tooling around with calibrating the crystals and firing off the side of the ship, and I'm happy to teach you how to shoot in the process thereof.
Works for me. Did you still want Lysander to give Tarek basic charm school?
Eventually, that's not important right now.
Eventually, that's fine.
Hey, Tide. You can make something big, if I remember correctly. It was a potion of storm giant strength. Do I remember
I have
correctly?
one of them. Let me see which one it is.
I don't think it's Storm Giant Strength because I don't need that. She just has like a growth potion.
Yeah, I think it's just a normal.
Or if I'm getting feedback.
Go ahead.
Okay. If I can get you to look over the gear for the crew of the ship, and maybe a once over of my shield to make sure that it's just give it a once over. that would be good.
Did you put a forge on the ship yet?
It's always kind of been there. I've reinforced it as best I could, but it has been there. I've not been able to do the electro heating like I showed you earlier.
Okay.
That is in plans and in design for the new ship that we don't have yet.
Actually, I need to ask you for something. Do you have like any kind of like napalm grenade?
Yes, that's exactly why I showed you the grenade, because I'm kind of planning on maybe if I have enough to give you a handful. But so part of my plan is to bring materials to make more, and a couple of goblins who have the know-how, who aren't typically on the ship, onto the ship to produce them, so we can get as much ammo as possible. Like I'm trying to figure out ways that everybody can prep on the way over there as much as they can, because I feel like either this could be a whole bunch of nothing, or it's going to be a big ass fucking fight once we get there. Like this, we might be skipping a bunch of bullshit and going straight to endgame. Is kind of the weight that I'm trying to give this. Like this might be it.
I'm loaded for bear. Or actually, we need to be more than bear. More than bear.
Del, can Lynn go find a silver mirror for scrying?
Let me see if the local shop has one.
I'll be right back.
And I will also be looking for potions of speed if we're able to get those.
Can't Willow make those?
Yeah, but the resources needed for it is not going to be as easy as just finding them.
Depends. I have a lot of shit, so let's see what you need.
Right, but now you're running into the, do we have enough time to make all of these health potions you want to make, and the potions of speed?
What does it take to make a potion of invulnerability?
Have you made that before?
I have not.
Yeah, give it to me.
Yes, I have made it. I do know that one.
Then I don't have the list currently up, right? But Willow would know. If the potion is common, it takes a couple hours. If it is uncommon, it takes over 4 hours. And then rare is 8 hours. Very rare is 12 hours, and so on from there.
The only thing I would ask Willow is for is just a couple more growth potions because I only got one left.
You can't do that on your own? I thought you could do that.
Yeah, but I can't get kaiju size.
Fair.
I mean, that has come in handy the past couple of fights.
Which
it
one?
has. Potion of growth. If we have to... Hold on, let me make sure this isn't a concentration spell, because I also have that spell specifically for that reason.
And if War can remind everyone, including those that haven't been to the island, we need something to protect us from those things.
Lynn, there is no crystal mirror or silver mirror. but there is a crystal ball.
I'll take it.
Now you can't look at yourself. You have to look at
Crystal
others.
ball is 50K.
It's 50K.
Yup.
Never mind.
Hey, you got a dwarf sugar daddy.
Okay. Can I have one of those magic papers that you color up?
No, not after what Lynn said. So no, you'll just have to take one with you.
It's not gonna go up in flames.
No, Lynn is not catching my checkbook on fire.
You know it's not good to have something that someone can write on. Okay, she'll just ask War to go with her then to go get the ball.
Fine.
All right.
If her
Pay
baby's
later.
with her.
You have a crystal ball of trucy.
I can come in handy.
Del, you missed the part where I'm planning on trying to train Lysander with his pistol that I'm about to give him.
Okay.
While I'm going to be spending pretty much the entire time firing, like basically making a shooting range on the ship, like off the ship, trying to calibrate my railgun with what I know about crystals now.
So, quick question: why are you building a fire range? You're gonna be over water. Just pick a spot.
That's literally what I mean.
Okay. I'm like,
picking
why
a
are you
spot.
building something when you're like, I'm gonna fire at that bird over there and make it miss?
Was there any other specific
Literally, the
potions
only
you guys wanted me to make?
difference that might happen is for a pistol, right? Like a little bit of distance that he can shoot at.
Yeah.
For target.
For Lysander, it makes sense. For the Rogan, I'm like, bro, you can't zero that thing at like 20 yards. You need to zero that thing at like 700.
Yeah, that's not what I'm going for. But also, I'm going to be bringing a couple of the goblins who know how to do the napalm and the
I heard that.
grenades. Yeah, okay.
All right. Del, as far as paying for that crystal ball, I have 5 golden crates. Can I just give them 2 since they're 25K a piece?
Yeah.
Okay. That way I don't even have to mess with money or the bank account.
There you go.
Willow, do you have, or Ty, does Willow have a lot of healing potions?
She does have a bunch, but she's also bringing extra supplies to like make a bunch of both regular and of greater.
Okay.
As far as what Ward's going to bring, of course, he's going to bring food and that kind of stuff. What have they gathered as far as information that he can bring with him for the 8 days?
Information about what?
About the amulet and stuff.
So what I'm gonna say is you won't know until you sit down and read it. They give you probably about 45 pages, front and back, of just information.
Okay, well that's just from the Mage's Tower, right? Like you need to calculate in the stuff that he found at the library and stuff. Or is that just everything?
So that is stuff that like you couldn't get a hold of, and like when you read it all, I will give you all of the information. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then before we leave, can War go to the Artificers Guild?
The what?
The Artificers Guild.
The Artificers Guild.
So there is no Artificers Guild yet. There is the startup of an Artificers Guild.
Okay, sure.
What do you need from the few artificers who are there?
I don't know. What have they got? They got anything new since we've been gone a while and stuff?
So the Artificers Guild makes stuff upon request. They're like the Adventurers Guild, but artificers only. So you put in a job and they make shit for you.
I mean, technically, I kind of already did put in a job.
None of them have anything that War would be interested in.
A lot of these guys are new. Like, so long as Tark survives, that's when he will put his energy into growing this Artificers Guild. Right now, it's just kind of like there's not a lot to it.
Speaking of, though, that does remind me of one thing I do want to make sure Lysander has with him. He wants to bring his little clockworky Orby thing that he bought from them in the Capitol way back when. Just in case.
Right now, as far as I'm concerned, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Del, my house with my goblins and my orphans are more effective than the Artificers Guild is.
Yes. Simply because there are more of them. The couple artificers you've kidnapped from various countries are helping build up the Artificers Guild.
They came willingly.
I was going to say, we didn't kidnap all of them.
No, you definitely kidnapped at least one.
No, they said they would like to get out of their situation, and they did not realize what they signed up for. That is not my fault.
Hey, I don't like the situation. Does not mean you can throw them in the trunk of your car and take them to a better place and hope it works out.
No, I said, do you want to leave? And they said yes.
Turn that poor man into a hostage.
Didn't you technically put him on a boat or something, and then said, "Well, I guess you're coming with us all the way here"?
He didn't want to stay where he was, and then he got on the boat with us, and things escalated, and now he's here. And now he's not stuck in an oasis town anymore, thinking that he's hot stuff as like a level 2 or 3 artificer. He's
all about
expanded his horizons.
Let's just settle this by saying it's all a matter of perspective and move on.
Right.
How long will it take me to just check out Tark's shield and do any kind of tempering or anything on it that's needed?
That depends on what you're gonna do with it. Just to make sure it's in good working order, 20 minutes.
Maybe reinforce it a little bit if I need to.
So no amount of reinforcing is gonna get him a higher armor class off of it.
Right, I know that.
But if you want to do some work on it, like adding some, reinforcing seams is less than a day's worth of time.
Okay.
What I'm asking essentially from you is flavor text. Unless you have a brilliant idea of how to add functionality to it outside of what it already has, I'm just asking you for flavor text.
As far as functionality, no, because I remember the way I built it.
I mean, it's got capacity for magic to go into it because of what it is. It's what if
yeah,
it's
but I can't put magic in it.
Yeah.
And that would probably take longer than the time that we have, so. So, okay, other than doing that, or we'll probably just read and less bothered the whole trip.
So, you guys set out.
How long did it take for me to attach the magnetic motor thing, prototype thing that I've got?
Max, what the? I'm sorry, Max, my 20-pound Great Tabby just decided to run literal circles with the zoomies and then try and take off on my plastic mat where my chair sits. He had zero traction and sounded like a car trying to burn out. And I was very confused at what that noise was. Are you good over there, buddy? Guys, he's looking at me from the fucking banister of the stairs like, what, Dad? I didn't do anything. Bitch, I watched you. Your back end came out literally 90 degrees from your front end. Don't look at me like I'm a psychopath.
Emu, there's a lot going on right now, and I have advanced more for you to catch up to.
So, so here's the thing. You putting the electromagnetic motor on the railgun and testing it is going to happen during the 8 days.
Okay.
So, you guys get everything you need. You set out. And spend 8 days becoming very friendly again with some goblins who are far more excited about fire than you feel safe on a wooden ship. I love Tide's face.
Oh, I send her shooting skeet off the side of the boat.
So here's what I need. So a couple of you are working on this. So I'm gonna do it this way. So first off, Blue, I need you to make an intelligence check and DM me the answer. This is to see how well you can utilize this telepathic link with Lead Dragon.
Intelligence check, huh?
Yes.
Bro, you dumb as shit. You screwed.
Now,
Right.
Tide. I need it's a D20 plus your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency bonus for your potions.
Okay.
Did you send me how many potions you're making total?
I didn't because well, I guess I could figure that out because I already have a bunch on the ship. I just want to stock up specifically on the health potions and the invulnerability potion, and I think what was the other one I said?
So
speed or something.
Real quick, I'll come back to you. I need you to real quick decide how many of each potion are you making, right?
In those 8 days, or that I already have?
No, in those 8 days.
Okay.
Okay. Biggs, I need you to roll you're gonna roll two rolls. The first one is gonna be a D20 plus your dexterity modifier because you're using the pistol to attack.
Mm-hmm.
The second one's gonna be a strength check to see how well you handle the recoil. What pistol did you make him, Luke?
The pistol that I made him?
Mm-hmm.
I have a +2 pistol.
Is it a flintlock?
+2 pistol.
It's a flintlock.
What
Okay. Okay. So it's a
railgun pistol?
No, I have a.
This is why I was asking: was it a coil gun pistol? Was it a railgun pistol? Was it a regular flintlock pistol?
So there's the musket, there's the musket. There's the pistol. That's what I had on me. I didn't have time to make them.
Yeah,
something.
those are both the flintlock variant. So it's a flintlock pistol.
Yeah. So if
With
you
the-
wanted
with the-
something
with
more,
the, with the suppressor on it.
yeah. If you wanted something more, you'd have to either
training right now. You probably don't have the suppressor on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you have to learn to load the. Because it's a muzzle loader. You have to learn to load the thing, fire it. All right. So I need those rolls.
You
And
straight,
set in,
you straight your. Yeah, let me do that real quick.
Yep. Roll those. Send them to me. Loot. I need you to roll me a tinker check, which is the D20 intelligence mod and proficiency bonus. And then we'll see what your next one is for after you do that.
Okay.
Okay. So Blue, it takes probably about a day or two before your head stops hurting when you talk to the dragon. But you managed to get to a point where you guys have like shortcuts for a discussion, right?
I mean, that's fair enough for 8 days.
Yeah.
I don't do telepathic stuff very often.
So, let's see. The fact that Tide is still doing math about how many potions he's making kind of concerns me.
She doesn't sleep for 7 of the 8 days. It's fine.
It's just a strength check, Biggs. So,
Okay, then yeah.
Your aim is not bad, right? It's aiming is a lot like a crossbow or, holding the rapier at a certain point. Recoil, however, is a little bit more than you were prepared for. So for the first couple days, it's less about am I accurate and more about can I not lose control of the gun.
Would I have been able to give him guidance during that process?
So
I'm
yeah,
teaching him?
that's part of it, right? So
Okay.
I had him roll the strength check because it's his first time firing a gun, right? If you don't fire a 22, right? For anybody who's fired a gun, you don't know what the kickback is. It can surprise the shit out of you, which is what happened.
I was gonna say 9mm have way more kickback than I would ever expect them to.
Really?
You should fire a 357 SIG, but that's a whole other conversation.
Well, that's
that
what
we're
I'm
not gonna
saying.
have
It's
on stream.
like I've never shot handguns before, so I went and shot. I was like, okay, thought it'd been a lot easier, but I mean, it was easier after I did it. But, you know.
Okay, so I need an alchemy check, which is a D20 plus your proficiency bonus plus your intelligence modifier
Okay, hold on.
for every 5 potions. Actually, so for every 5 of the health potions, 1 for the 5. Hang on, I'm gonna type this to you.
How many fucking potions are you making?
Yes. The answer is
25.
just yes.
Oh, that's not that bad.
No, it's not. He's freaking out over nothing.
26.
When he said it like that, I thought he was going like 50.
No.
It's a lot of math in my head real quick. I was like, brain work function, please.
Rolls for health potions, 1 of each of the others. Okay. So you said D20 plus my 17
Plus your intelligence modifier.
18, 19,
plus
20,
your
21, 22 plus 24. 24? Was that I guess 17? 24 is the first one.
Oh, that is incorrect.
Is it?
Talking to myself.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna write these down so I don't forget. Where the fuck is my pen? There it is. Okay. Roll on is 24.
So, side question. Did Burl come? Did Steve come?
Bros.
Like, are we bringing pets to this?
Oh yeah, I brought the fucking dragon. You damn right, I brought the dragon.
Yeah, I just wanted to verbalize this, so it's not a question later.
Kai, you need to tell me which potion of resistance you're making.
Because
greater.
I brought
resistance.
goblins with guns.
It's just called...
Yeah, resistance. it's each one specifically.
Oh, because it just says on my thing that I know potions of resistance. So I guess...
Right, so...
I know, I gotta think.
Because you know how to make the base of it, and then you decide which resistance.
What do you guys think would be best to pack? Because I got 2 potions of resistance.
The one that she gave me, Loot, or
Was
Del,
for everything.
that you basically told me was for everything.
Yeah.
Because she rolled very, very well.
Oh, okay. So she knows resistance potion, but, you know, for the good one like that, it has
Depending
to
on
be,
what
like,
she
perfect.
rolls, is if it's all of them or she has to pick one. Hence why I'm asking just pick one, and then we'll see what happens.
Hold on, I'm gonna go finish the other ones first.
Okay. Alright, so...
If I can above the table recommend one for you, anything that has to do with necrotic would probably be good if we're going to fight the hordes of undead.
Necrotic?
Radiant.
It would be... No, it's resistance to something, so it would be necrotic, right?
Necrotic, yeah.
Also, for chat, 357 SIG is better than 357 Magnum, just to point that out.
Never shot either one of those, so...
We'll talk about it after stream.
Also,
So-
fire would be good.
I just seen Mike Tyson butt, and I was not expecting that.
So,
it's not something I wanted to see.
Lysander, by the time the 8 days are up, you're not proficient with it, but you have an understanding with it.
Okay.
Alright, Loot, what was your roll?
I put it in chat. It was not chat. The map. I think
27.
27. Yeah.
Okay, so you should make a second one at
Okay.
advantage.
Okay.
The blue.
Yes.
Do you know who Laser Beam is?
With Tinker's tools.
Yes,
And-
yes,
and
it's
what
all
format?
Tinker's tools, so it's D20 intelligence proficiency bonus.
He's just
26.
a YouTuber, like a YouTuber Twitch streamer kind of thing.
Then no.
Alright, one more at
Well.
advantage.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna say that I got a tweet. Like, 2 minutes after you said I just saw Mike Tyson's butt, I just got a tweet that said, "Did we just see Mike Tyson's cheeks?"
Yes.
28.
You managed to successfully get the... Which railgun were you putting that on? The shoulder or the arm?
That's a deep
Yes.
question. I feel like that's a deeper question than what. We're gonna go with the arm.
The arm. Okay, cool. I will give you the updated stats for that one later, because we're not gonna have any fighting today, because we're almost at the end, and I need to talk to Tide after this anyway, before she goes to bed. So, while I wait for her to give me all the answers,
Hold on,
for the
wait,
8 days
actually, would that incorporate the brace very well?
The brace is literally like set up where it sits on your back. Like that is just a kickstand. It's not hard.
Let's talk about it after.
Okay.
Let's talk about it
All right,
after.
so you guys get to the island finally. Unless is there anything else anybody needs to do?
Nope.
Do I need to do any kind of investigation for the reading that I've done for
Nope.
the past 8 days?
I will give you all that lore later.
Okay.
Anybody else? Lynn, Snow?
Nope.
Right? Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Now that Tide sent me all of her numbers.
Sorry, it took me a little bit.
Okay.
Math is hard.
Okay. All right. We'll get you those in a second, Tide.
Okay.
So, you get to the island. Like, you can see it. You start to lower down. For those of you who've been to this island, you kind of remember how it looks. It had a small town, a cemetery with a tree that you guys may or may not have allegedly burned to the ground because Drugu was feeling frisky.
Yeah.
Didn't he catch the whole area on fire?
He caught the entire graveyard on fire. And then Willow had the whole, come to Jesus meeting with long face McGee there.
No thanks.
So, as you guys you're probably about 100 feet up, about 50 feet off the shoreline. It is nothing but undead shambling across the island.
Oh, we are in.
And there is a castle that was not there before, built in the center of this island, because the island's only like a mile across.
That's what was going to be my next question: is how actually big is this island?
The island is like a mile by 2 miles.
Hey,
It's
Del.
smaller than Iwo Jima.
Hey, Del. I know. I know. There's gonna be something that I know happened.
Huh?
Kira's grave was on that island.
Uh-huh.
So it's probably gone by now.
More than likely.
Or I'm a worse
Oh
human
no,
being.
don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that.
I've already come to expect that. I was like, Del, that Kira's grave was on that island, so
This ship will fit in the will float in the water. So if you guys sit down just off the shore, you can then have a beach landing and not get swarmed by undead. You want?
Yay, beach episode.
A what?
How big is the castle?
So you're 50 feet away from the shoreline, 100 feet up, and the top of it is higher than you guys are on the ship.
Okay, so is there any towers on it that is
Yes.
of decent size?
Yes, multiple.
Do we say fuck walking through the island and just land in one of the towers? Or not land, but try to basically rope down or ladder down onto the top of the towers?
How many of us can fly?
Not many.
Okay, define fly.
Fly.
I can fall with
several
somewhat grace.
ropes specifically designed for this.
Blue's probably like,
Also,
please don't
but also,
please don't jump.
I mean, Lysander can cast a spell. He also has a broom of flying.
Drew can fly. Tarek can fly.
Well, basically, I'm asking this because Tarek said he brought goblins with guns. We might need distraction to pull zombies away from castle. We get roped down, boat goes to the other side of the island, goblins just open fire on the hordes. That's more than enough to get anybody's attention. And while
Not even
that's
open
being
fire,
distracted,
napalm
we're
grenades too.
I was about to say,
doing
yeah.
the loveliness that is raiding this castle.
I know. So Loot has the boots. Rug has the dragon, who can carry one other person, provided they're not war. Or Loot, because of the armor they're wearing.
Loot can fly himself, though.
Correct, right? That's more of a general statement, so you guys understand how much weight the dragon can carry, right? Lysander, I believe, can cast fly and also has a broom of flying.
And I have the flying carpet.
Yeah, you
that
have the
that
flying
can
carpet.
carry me and one other person.
I
Drew
have,
can fly.
Windwalk, which can be me and 10 other people.
Okay. I think, depending on how Tide broke up the Artificer or Druid, she might be able to fly.
Yeah, I can.
Wild shape. I mean.
So yeah, but you have to be a certain level to be able to fly.
Right. Yeah, I forgot about
That's
that.
why I said the Artificer Druid split. So basically, the only people who don't have like I can just fly is the twins, right? But it's like there's a way to get them to fly. So you guys could effectively fly the. You could make it there before any of those spells are up if you get the ship close enough.
I have potions of flying on the ship. I don't know how long those last.
Yeah, so there's also those, right? So you could effectively fly versus rope in if you want. But
I mean, whichever one sounds better for y'all.
it is 9:58. Tide has to end by 10:30, and I need to talk to Tide since you guys have made this choice to prepare for some things. So we will leave there as you guys plot, plan, and design your beach landing.
Okey-dokey.
Okay then.
This is it, folks.
You guys have made a choice, and it's either going to be great or horrible.
Pretty much. We decided to fast track the ending, I'm guessing.
I haven't decided if I'm going to do the whole thing to Snor's ex yet.
Probably should. I think it'd
Honestly,
be pretty funny.
up to you.
It'd be a fun RP moment if you had to kill her.
I just wanted to remind you of what's on that island.
Oh no, I knew when you brought it up. I was like, I hope he realizes what was on that island.
Yeah, I know.
Wait a minute. I thought you already used her like whenever we went when me and Snow stole the belt and we came there.
So he basically made a secondary gravestone where in Ekron where you guys are at, but she was originally buried here. He did not excavate her.
No, but you had her tied to the tree talking to him as a corpse.
That was a lot of Raven Queen fuckery shit.
Yeah, that was a lot of did it happen, did it not happen? That fell into the horror movie moment of Tide not liking me for 2 weeks.
Thanks.
An avocado.
Their face just like stretches straight down as it tries to grab you as it crawls up the ground.
No thanks. No thanks.
Somebody got eaten at that point, didn't they?
The last two that survived that were Kark and Willow.
Mm-hmm.
And they got trapped, and then they woke up when they were literally eaten by these things that chased them across the town.
And Kark got teleported away.
And Kark
smells.
Kark teleported to his house, and he just crawled up in the fetal position.
Yeah, Mark was not happy, but Tide was mad at me. I distinctly remember messages that I had nightmares because of you.
It'll do it.
Not my fault. I accidentally found the one thing to make your brain hate you.
Anything remotely Silent Hill-esque?
Yep. Alright then, I guess we're gonna end there for now. You said we'll not be back next week?
Correct. I have my last SCA event for the calendar year next week. So I leave
King of
Friday.
Blue Balls. Or sorry,
Yeah,
Night
yeah.
of Blue Balls.
Okay.
And then the next one will be Black Friday. So
Yeah, we need to decide if we're playing on that Friday or not. But that's a discussion for later.
Okay. Alright guys, well, thank you all for joining us. We will see you next week for other things. And then I don't know about when we're gonna do D&D, so we'll let you know if you want to find out yourself
next week.
on Friday.
In general.
Next week I'm doing the whole retro thing.
Oh, I wanted to watch your reaction to the new HUD in the spaceships.
I don't know if I want. I don't know.
we can also I mean, in theory, we could also do Princess, but that'd be the day before I leave on vacation. So I don't know if I want to do that.
We could.
I'll think about it.
All right, Miss Invisible.
Okay. Invisible.
For sure.
She
Uh-oh.
gets the joke when I show up and then forgets at the end of D&D.
Sorry, my bad. Alright guys, have a great night. We will see you next week for other retro games, and then we'll decide whether we're gonna do a different D&D game on Friday or wait. So, we'll let you know. But thank you guys for joining us. We will see you later.
Bye.
Meh.